In the next few minutes, we will open the bloodiest pages of this conflict. We'll follow each day of the war through its map and pivotal turns. We'll unlock the hidden motives of major powers, meet lesser-known heroes, and shed light on truths that have been buried for decades. The 25th of June? At dawn, without a formal declaration of war, North Korea launches an invasion of the South. Over 75,000 North Korean soldiers cross the 38th parallel, catching the unprepared South Korean military off guard. Their goal is clear: seize the entire Korean peninsula before the international community can respond. For Kim Il-sung, it's a war of liberation. For the world, the Cold War has just gone hot. The 28th of June, Seoul falls. Just 3 days into the war, the capital of South Korea is in northern hands. Panic spreads. The government flees, bridges are destroyed to slow the advance, and thousands of civilians are trapped. The American public is stunned. President Truman calls for immediate action. "We cannot allow communism to win here," he declares. The 1st of July, the first American ground troops land in Busan. These are soldiers from Task Force Smith, their first combat mission since World War II. Poorly equipped and underinformed, but a symbol of hope that the world won't just stand by. The 5th of July, the Battle of Osan. American troops suffer their first defeat. Their weapons prove ineffective against the North Soviet-made T-34 tanks. The loss sends a chilling message. This will be a long and bloody war. August. North Korea pushes deep into the south, all the way to the Busan perimeter, the last UN stronghold. At this point, nearly all of Korea is under communist control. But Busan holds out, thanks to strong logistics and daily naval resupplies. Survival is counted in tons of ammo and food. The 15th of September, a turning point, the Inchon landing. General MacArthur carries out one of the boldest amphibious operations in history. In a single day, UN forces land behind enemy lines. Chaos erupts among North Korean ranks. Communications break down. Their army begins to retreat. The 28th of September, Seoul is liberated. For the second time in the war, the capital changes hands. But the city lies in ruins, and its people are traumatized. Streets are said to be filled with bodies, buildings reduced to hollow shells. The 1st of October, South Korean forces cross the 38th parallel. Now, UN troops enter the north. The objective: destroy Kim Il-sung's remaining forces and unify Korea. The 19th of October, Pyongyang falls. For the first time in history, a foreign army captures the North Korean capital. Kim Il-sung and top officials flee into the mountains. The war seems over. But this is the most dangerous moment: the illusion of victory. The 25th of October, China enters the war secretly, without formal declaration. Over 300,000 Chinese soldiers cross the Yalu River. Officially, they're defending national security. In reality, they're sending the US a message: you won't have a border with China. November. Chinese forces launch a massive offensive. UN troops are caught off guard, exhausted, and unequipped for winter. A full retreat begins. General MacArthur admits, "We face an entirely new war." The 4th of December, UN forces abandon Pyongyang. The first snowfall covers their tracks. Between battle and frostbite, thousands die without firing a shot. The retreat is one of the largest in modern military history. The 24th of December, the Hungnam evacuation. Over 100,000 troops and civilians are rescued by sea. On the last ship, hidden away, are Korean orphans, children without a homeland. The 4th of January, Seoul falls for the 3rd time. The city is almost entirely destroyed. Civilians are trapped between two armies. Civilian casualties reach horrific levels. Late January, General Ridgway takes command. A UN counteroffensive begins. Instead of grand strategies, Ridgway focuses on morale, supply lines, and field discipline. The results are almost immediate. The 14th of March, Seoul is liberated for the 4th time, and this time for good. But the city is now ashes. Over 900,000 residents are left homeless. The 11th of April, President Truman removes General MacArthur from command. The general had pushed for bombing China, even suggesting nuclear weapons. Truman chooses restraint over all-out war. May. June. The front stabilizes. The battle lines fluctuate only a few kilometers. Trench warfare begins. Thousands die for hills or creeks that hold no real strategic value the next day. The 13th of June, the map freezes, but the war doesn't end. Negotiations begin in Kaesong. So does a new chapter, 2 more years of trench fighting, fruitless assaults, and endless political games. In just 1 year, Korea endured more invasions, occupations, and destruction than many countries did in a century. 2 million dead, and no clear victor. What remained? A line of steel, wire, and mines the 38th parallel. The war was frozen in 1953, but never ended. Even today, every soldier on that border stands as a living reminder that the end of war is not the same as the beginning of peace. If you're curious about what happened to the North Korean defectors, check out the video I linked, and don't forget to subscribe for more history that's still being written.